And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Carl Pick Stadium in West Bend for high school football. It's the last night of the regular season, Friday night, October the 18th. And tonight, the Grafton Blackhawks, with a record of 5-3, come here to West Bend and take on the West Bend West Spartans with a record of 0-8. I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch, with your play-by-play and commentary. Tom Stoff is our cameraman tonight, and we are set to go. Grafton will get the football first. Here is the opening drive kickoff. And it takes a nice bounce by the Spartans, but it's going to roll out of bounds. And that'll give Grafton favorable position to start the evening. Being the last night of the regular season, it is senior night here in West Bend. So the Spartan seniors were introduced to the home crowd prior to the start of this game. Spartans dressed in their home white pants with the blue jerseys and white trim. Grafton comes in tonight. Very Halloween themed with them, as they are year-round, obviously, though, with the black and orange trim and all white jerseys. And we are set to go. Their quarterback is Zach Weir. The big player that we're going to be keeping our eye on tonight is number 5, Joey Georgie. Out of the gun formation, here's our first play of the night. Back to pass. And it's a nice one down the field, intended for Dominic Voiland, and it's incomplete. Nice downfield coverage there on the first play of the night. Corey Sizer was making the play down there. So on the incomplete pass, it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Grafton. Grafton knows already coming into this game tonight they do have a playoff berth, but they would like to get a win here tonight to assure them a home game in round 1 of the playoffs next week. Here's the first running play of the game, and it's going to go quite across, so about the 45-yard line. That is Georgie for his first carry of the night. And he carries enough for a Grafton first down. And Grafton will go out of the no-huddle offense. Here's a quick pass coming across over to Georgie, getting it up inside the 50, 44, down to about the 41-yard line. And Grafton picks up another first down, so 2 quick back-to-back first downs. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 40 for the Blackhawks. Gun formation again. And handoff up the middle. Here's Georgie. He's got running room. One man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown in favor of Grafton. A 40-yard run for Joey Georgie.
Joey Georgie on the Blackhawk touchdown from 40 yards out.
And Grafton makes it look 1, 2, 3 very simple on that opening drive, because that's all it took was 3 plays. So now we'll have the extra point attempt coming up. Lines are down. Weir is the holder. Snap, ball down, and the kick through the uprights. It is good. And our first score of the night goes in favor of Grafton. It is Grafton Blackhawks 7 and the West Bend West Spartans nothing. Timeout on the field. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. And back here at Carl Pick Stadium in West Bend, where Grafton strikes fast, 3 plays, 65 yards, only using 44 seconds on the clock. Joey Georgie goes 40 yards for the score. And we've been informed that Georgie needs just under 200 yards in this game tonight to put him over 2,000 yards rushing on the season, and that is pretty impressive for a high school football player. Now the kickoff after the score takes a bounce, picked up at the 10, now bobbled.
You're going the wrong way, dude.
Now trying to come around and make some running room. Grafton there to meet him and greet him and drop him down at about the 5-yard line. So that's not going to be very good starting position at all for the Spartans.
Camera back on the stop.
Thank you.
They're going to mark the ball inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Zach Weir starting again tonight at quarterback. He'll go out of the gun formation on first down. Oh, a little bit of a low snap. Gets the handoff. Grafton says they've picked up the loose football, and they have picked up the loose football. It's a fumble, and the Blackhawks recover, and they are looking very good now inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over there, first and goal.
So a very bad snap from center and exchange there, and that one has cost the Spartans, as now the defense back on their heels will face Grafton with a first and goal at the 8. And they've already shown from Joey Georgie that he's got the power to be able to pound one in. I formation with Georgie and fake the handoff, pass over the end zone, caught, touchdown Grafton. This time it goes to Dominic Voiland for the catch and the score.
Complete Dominic Voiland with the 8-yard Blackhawk touchdown catch.
And the Blackhawks now lead it 13-0, and we're only a minute into this football game. Lines are down. Here's the snap. Kick through the uprights. It is good. And Grafton tacks on another one. And now it is Grafton 14 and West Bend West nothing. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back at Carl Pick Stadium here in West Bend, the Barry Hirsch. 10:59 to go in the first quarter, so 61 seconds into this game. And it's 14-0 Grafton. Silvio Lanza will get ready to tee it up. Here's Lanza now. And his approach to the football. Nice high kick, low actually. Trying to get some running room across the 20, out to about the 25-yard line.
Keegan Tennis on the return.
So the Spartans, who only got one play on that first drive and fumbled, will try to do things a little bit better now. 1st and 10 at the 25.
We got trips to you, one receiver here.
On the first down play, and it's going to be an option keeper by Dot. Dot's got some running room outside to the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down for the Spartans.
That run by Landon Dotz is a Spartan first down. Spartans out to the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, trips to the top.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left out of an eye, and here's the Dot again going to keep it, breaks a tackle, 40, and Dot to the 45-yard line, maybe the 46-yard line.
Landon Dot, the ball carrier.
Down to the left. Like, I don't know.
Andrew Rebecki on the tackle.
So Mitch Draxler maybe seen some things that'll work in favor of Dot in the offense. It's worked for 2 straight plays so far. And now 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line. Dot goes out of the gun. Rolls off to his right. And Dot's going to keep it. Dot at midfield inside the 45 and brought down there. But it's another first down for the Spartans. Well, Landon Dot starting to do it all on his own on this particular drive. Inside the 50 at the 45. And if the Spartans can come back and push one in here and make it a brand new game and give them a little bit more momentum and confidence builder. Now Dot from the gun formation, and he's going to call his own number again. Dot trying to push the pile forward to about the 42, and he'll be stacked up and stopped there.
Likens, Medvedev, and other Blackhawks
Give Dodd a gain of about 3 on that play, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Spartans made it look all too easy for Grafton on their first 2 possessions. From the gun. And Dot keeps it again. And Dot rolls it down inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. So Landon Dot being the offense right now on this drive, and it gets another Spartan first down.
Dot down to the Blackhawk 35 and a Spartan first down.
Spartans playing for pride here tonight, no doubt about that. They don't want to go undefeated on the season. They're 0-8 coming into this one. And an upset victory here tonight over Grafton would definitely spoil the party for Grafton and most likely put them on the road next week in week 1. Here's Dodd again, cutting it inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. So they'll mark it at the 33, 2nd down and 8. Grafton fans traveled pretty well over here to West Bend tonight, filling up their side of the bleachers on the east side of the stadium. Now in a 2nd and 8. Man in motion, Dodd again, and he'll keep it again himself, and this time he's going to be stopped shy of the 30-yard line. Mark him down at about the 32 for a gain of only about 1.
Gain of 1 yard brings up 3rd down and 7.
Okay, yeah. Come back out to the beginning.
Oh, I got
You
you.
can do anything to get the bottom receiver.
3rd and 7 now at the 32-yard line. 7:37 to play here in the first quarter. Spartans trailing 14-0. Dot out of the gun. He's going to pass it over the side. It's caught. And trying to get some running room out there, Keegan Tennis. Tennis inside the 30, and he's going to get pushed back. A little bit of extracurricular movement there by the Grafton. And it's going to come up just shy of the first down marker.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Spartans. And with the way that this offense has been running here so far, Mitch Draxler is going to go for it. 4th and 1 at the 26. Spartan faithful ready to cheer him on. Trips to the left this time, 1 to the right. And we're going to get a Spartan timeout.
Timeout Spartans.
6:41 to play here in the first quarter. It is Grafton 14 and the West Bend West Spartans nothing. It's almost like what's going on here. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, 4th and 1 for the Spartans at the 26-yard line. Landon Dodd out of the gun formation, ready to set this play and hopefully get a first down. Takes the snap. And Dodd will put it himself, and that extra bit of movement is going to cost Dodd and the Spartans. I don't think they got the first down.
Landon Dot, the ball carrier.
Grafton offense already making motions that they stopped Dot. And apparently they have. And so they stop him, and it'll be first down for Grafton.
Blackhawks take over 1st and 10 from their own 26.
So a 10-play drive by the Spartans. Now here comes Grafton right back on their first down carry. Huntolokowski, that's a mouthful to say there, but he gets the football and takes it. And it's complete for a first down. So Grafton showing some more effort now. Here coming back, running around, trying to get some, pushed out of bounds, and a penalty flag coming from way in the backfield. And we'll have to wait and see what this penalty is all about. And this apparently might be going against Grafton. We'll wait for the official call. It's going to be our first penalty of the game. And it is against Grafton. Holding.
Blackhawks is the call.
So that'll push the Blackhawks back 10 yards. Our first penalty of the night.
After the penalty, it will be first down and 11.
He just needs to get his hands off and keep his outside on free. Okay.
So Weir goes to the shotgun formation. 2 receivers right, and hands one off to Voiland. Voiland looking for some running room. Voiland gets it out to the 50, breaks one way. Now Voiland stacked up again at the 50 and dropped right there. So he tried to dink and dunk his way and look for some running room, unable to find it. Credit to the Spartan defense for sticking around. And they stop him for only a gain of 2.
Second down and 8.
Grafton going right back on the offense. No huddle. Out of the gun. And here's the snap play. Going to give it off to Georgie. He's got running room. One man to beat. Georgie trying to come, and they'll finally bring him down at the 20-yard line. Tough guy to bring down, and that time he gets big yardage down to the 20.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Brought down by several Spartans on the play.
So now down to the 20, 1st and 10. Grafton already up 14-0. Weir from the gun, and here's Georgie again.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Jamari Sloan's on the tackle.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 2. They'll give him a gain of 8 on that one.
Gain of 7 yards brings up second down and 3.
Weir from the gun, hands off. Georgie cuts it inside to the 10. Georgie pushes away close to the 5-yard line. And that's going to set up 1st and goal for the Blackhawks.
First down and goal from the 7.
1st and goal at the 7 now for the Blackhawks. Weir from the gun, delayed handoff. Georgie breaks 1, breaks 2, still on his feet. End zone, touchdown, Grafton.
Georgie with the 7-yard Blackhawk touchdown.
So Georgie finds the end zone for the 2nd time tonight, this time from 7 yards out. And now we'll await the extra point. Silvio Lanza will kick it out of the hold of Zach Weir. Lines are down. Here's the snap, and the kick is through the uprights. It's good. And Grafton adds more on.
Lanza's extra point is good.
And now it's Grafton 21 and West Bend West nothing. Timeout on the field. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, where Grafton has added another touchdown. This time it was Joey Georgie for his 2nd score of the night, this one from 7 yards out. It completes a 5-play, 74-yard drive. It's 21-0 Grafton, and we still have 4.5 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Here's the kick. Taken on a fly, now dropped, now trying to recover, and his knee hit the turf, and that will mean it's downed right there.
Sloan's on the return.
Jamari Sloan's had a hard time keeping his footing on that one. And he's back down, and with that one, it's going to cost the Spartans to start deep in their territory at the 13-yard line. Last series, however, the Spartans, to be positive, moved the football. They had a 10-play drive before they were unable to convert on a 4th down. Now 1st and 10 at the 13. And Dot going to run the option himself again, pushes it across to about the 15-yard line, a gain of about 2. And they give Dot a gain of actually 3 on that one, so it's 2nd and 7.
I was going to do the clock for all the boys' games, but
Weatherman a little bit more cooperative here in this last regular season game tonight than he has been the past 2 weeks here in the football this year. Still need a jacket or a sweatshirt and hats tonight, but the wind is nothing compared to what it was last week. And here's a handoff on second down. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation for the Spartans.
18. Julio Navarro, the ball carrier.
Third down and about 7.
3rd down and 6.
Spartans 0 for 1 so far early in this game on 3rd downs. Grafton has not needed to try to convert a 3rd down yet. They've been perfect everything else. Dot from the gun, back to pass. Looks over the second and dropped incomplete. As he intended that one for Keegan Tennis. And it's incomplete.
Brings up 4th down and 6.
I might help out do a clock a couple of times.
Who do you think is going to be the main one?
Well, that's the problem because they got it moved out.
So it will be a punting situation.
So they're still looking for boys. I think Scott Mendel, who announces these girls, he might just
That is the first time tonight the Spartans will be punting. Here's the snap. And a nice punt by Prinzel. And it takes a bounce for Grafton right around the midfield marker.
Pass is caught by the Blackhawks near midfield.
So Grafton will come out for their 4th possession already in this quarter. And they're 3 out of 3.
It's going to be tough though because we practice Monday.
Scored their opening drive on 3 plays, 65 yards, only taking 44 seconds. Then a fumble recovery set them up at the 8. And their last drive was a 74-yard drive. Now 1st and 10 at midfield.
We have 5 tournaments.
And the Blackhawks will run the football inside the 50, 45, down to about the 43-yard line. As Georgie once again.
Brought down by the law firm of Hyatt and Hyatt. 7.
2nd down and 3 now. Weird gun formation, receiver split, 1 left, 1 right. Here's Georgie as they try to stack him up. He breaks it, he fumbles a football, and it goes out of bounds.
First down out of it.
Wow, and that's a big break and a big gift there for Grafton as Spartans almost had it, but it's fumbled out of bounds. And with that, that's actually a present for Grafton as it gives them a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Grafton down at the 35-yard line.
Bounds. But now he just.
Here's Georgie trying to get the middle of the pack, gets him whole, and Georgie inside to the 20-yard line. Close to another Grafton 1st down. They haven't, and they will say 1st down. That's 7 1st downs already for Grafton, and the Blackhawks continue to roll on the football. They're looking to put this game away out of space already here in the 1st quarter. Here's Georgie again. Cuts it inside the 20, maybe to the 18-yard line.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 63 for the Spartans.
Gun formation once again. Georgie the lone back. Takes the handoff, hits the pile, breaks the pile, and pushes away forward to about the 15-yard line.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Brought down by Ethan Hyatt.
So for the first time in this game now, Grafton will go for a 3rd down conversion, 3rd and 3. And the quick pass over to that side goes to Wizzardi, and Wizzardi's got some running room, and Wizzardi boils his way in the end zone for another Grafton touchdown.
Owen Wizzardi with the touchdown catch.
16-yard touchdown catch from Owen Ziardi. And now Grafton leads at 27-0. They are unstoppable here so far in their first 4 drives of this quarter. Lions are down and awaiting the Lonza extra point. It's snapped, it's kicked through the uprights, it's good. And Grafton tacks on 7 more. It's now Grafton 28 and West Bend West nothing. Timeout on the field. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. And welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium. I'm the Bear Barry Hirsch, where Grafton now leads 28-0. The last score was Owen Ziardi, a 16-yard catch. It capped off a 6-play, 50-yard drive for the Blackhawks. And now we await the Lonzo kick. Here it is. This time taken on a catch of a fly. Out to the 20, gets a little bit of a block, 25, and brought down across the 25 to about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. And that is where the Spartans will come out for their series to start.
I'd like to give credit where credit is due on that last drive by the Spartans. There was a tackle by number 63 down 8-0.
So 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Trailing Grafton 28-0.
Spartans take over 1st and 10 from their own 28.
58 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Dot from the gun, takes the snap, and they're not going to get that one off in time. Flag's coming out. And that'll be the first penalty on the Spartans. So now each team's been penalized 1 time here in this opening quarter. Spartans on the verge of another 0-for season. They did not win any games in the 2018 season and not looking very good right now here, only in the first quarter, down 28-0. Dot from the gun, sends a man in motion, Tennis. And Tennis gets the handoff, tries to get some running room. Not much there, however, for Tennis. He'll get maybe a couple of yards.
Gain of 3 yards brings up 2nd down and 13.
So he gets 3 of it back. It'll be 2nd and 13. 31 seconds remaining, so the Spartans might get one more playoff here before the quarter draws to a close. Trips to the left this time for Dot as he's back in the pocket, popped up, and blocked at the line as he threw it. Now a penalty flag coming out. A late penalty flag coming out after the play was pretty much over. It was blocked as Dot went up to throw it. And it's going to be personal foul roughing the passer against Grafton, so that's going to aid the Spartans. That's going to march that ball up and give them a big first down.
I would have thought once the tip ball, he's not a passer anymore. You can hit him, but you can't rough him. Yeah, I suppose.
Puts the ball out to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
Good point.
That penalty on the Blackhawks leads to a Spartan 1st down.
Best play of the night.
Yeah, trips this way.
Dot from the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff for running good. Play up to the 50. And a first down for West Bend West. Good burst of speed off the line that time. And the Spartans get a first down.
That run by Navarro to midfield. And a Spartan 1st down.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Couple of good plays for West Bend West, but unfortunately more good plays going for Grafton's way After one quarter, it is Grafton 28 and West Bend West nothing. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, 28-0, Grafton with the lead as we go to the second quarter. Spartans with their work cut out for them. Dot from the gun formation takes the snap, and the handoff coming straight up. Breaks one tackle, trying to still get it inside the 50 to about the 49-yard line. Dot on the keeper.
2 yards on the play will bring up.
So give Dodd a 2nd and 8.
We also have a adult pass that belongs to Andrea Gurok. Andrea, if you are here, you got your pass.
Now in a 2nd and 8. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Dot from the gun, takes the snap. And he'll hand the ball off to Navarro, and oh man, is he hit right away at the line. And they'll push Navarro back. Big spot there by the Blackhawks as they'll push Navarro back to the 50.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
And the Spartans will now look at a 3rd and 10. 0 of 2 so far on 3rd down conversions.
Trips up top.
Well, it's his brother, Mason. But yeah.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Spartans football trailing 28-0. Dot throws one over, and over it is, over the head of his receiver, Keegan Tennis. And it's incomplete.
So you think this is Brady's brother? Yes, I know it is. Okay. Whoop. Mason! Here, get the ID right here.
And so the Spartans will have to punt it away. Be the second time tonight that the Spartans punt the ball. Dot out of the punt back at the 35. Awaits the snap, gets it. And he gets one off. High one. Gonna bounce at about the 26-yard line, roll around there and be downed by Willeberg for the Spartans. And Grafton will get it at the 27-yard line.
Inside the 30 near the 27-yard line.
So the Blackhawks, who were 4 out of 4 in scoring drives in that first quarter, will start the second quarter drive now. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Blackhawks will begin at the 27-yard line. The Spartans 1st down and 10.
Weir from the gun. Gives to Georgie. Breaks a hole and gets it out to the 40. First down for Georgie and the Blackhawks.
Snap to Joey Georgie, brought down by Princeell. Blackhawks 1st down and 10 from the 40.
Weir sets up the offense. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now man in motion is Voiland. And they'll keep it on the ground to Georgie. Breaks one through across the 45. And Georgie dropped it about the 47-yard line.
Georgie, the ball carrier. James Wonke with the initial contact.
Georgie got about 6 on that one. Second down and about 3 now. Weir takes the snap. Whistle's coming out. And hopefully, maybe possibly a false start on the offense, which would cost them 5 yards. That's what it will be.
False start Blackhawks. 5-yard penalty will lead to 2nd down and 8.
It's the 3rd penalty of the game against the Blackhawks. And that'll back them up 5. And now 2nd and 8. Weird gun formation and simple handoff again coming to Georgie. Follows his blockers, cross the 45 to about the 46, maybe the 47-yard line.
Georgie, the ball carrier. And the dots and Spencer Hyatt combined for the stop. 3rd down and 4.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 now for Grafton. Grafton is 1 of 1 on 3rd down conversions. We're from the snap. Georgie again. Georgie first down. Georgie more of a first down inside to the 40.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Forced out by Landon Dot.
So the Blackhawks will keep the offense rolling. They'll mark them out at the 42. So it's 1st and 10. Stops the clock with 8:46 to play here in the first half. Weir takes the snap, handoff to guess who? Georgie, and this time, for the first time, the Spartan defense will stop Georgie with no gain. Actually, maybe for a loss.
Landon Dot and Ethan Hyatt combined for the tackle.
So no gain, maybe 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11. They'll mark him for a loss. Weir pitch to Georgie. Georgie's going inside to the 40. 40 still on his feet. And finally brought down inside the 35 at about the 33-yard line. That's going to be very close to a first down for Grafton, depending exactly where they mark Georgie. He's going to be about a yard shy, it looks like, by the marking. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Everybody up on the line. Here's Georgie with the carry. Georgie's got the first down to the 30 and stopped there, but it's another Grafton first down.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Principal and the law firm of Hyatt and Hyatt combined for the stop.
So now 1st and 10 at the 30 for the Blackhawks.
Blackhawks now 1st and 10 from the Spartan 30.
They've scored on all 4 of their previous possessions, looking to go 5 for 5 on drives tonight with scores. And Georgie gets the ball again inside the 30, 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Georgie, the ball carrier. Spencer Hyatt on the tackle. Gain of 6. Brings it up 2nd and 4.
So now 2nd and 4 with 7 minutes remaining in the half. Here's Weir, handoff. Georgie bursts it through, and Georgie will score again. This time from 24 yards out.
Joey Georgie with the Blackhawk touchdown.
So Joey Georgie gets in the end zone for his 3rd one of the night already. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Sylvia Lanza will attempt the extra point.
Now coming up for the extra point.
28 left.
Snap, ball, and the kick is good. And Grafton now leads it 35 to nothing. Timeout. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, the Bearberry Hirsch, 6:50 remaining here in the first half. Grafton now increases the lead out to 35 to nothing. Joey Georgie, his 3rd touchdown of the night. A 24-yard scoring run. It was a 9-play, 73-yard drive. And the word up here in the press box is Georgie now needs a little over 20 yards to break 2,000 yards on the season. And with Grafton well in control here, only in the first half, you would think at that point then most of the Grafton starters would be rested in the second half and get them prepped for level 1 of the playoffs. Here's a fumble on the kickoff, rolls out of bounds, and the Spartans will retain possession.
Loose ball is out of bounds
But going back to that thought that I just had, it's 35-0 right now. So you're going to start the second half at this point with a running clock. And you would suspect that with Grafton knowing that they're in the playoffs and then knowing that this game is well in hand and that they would have a home game next week, that they would sit Georgie and the other starters in the second half. Spartans unfortunately not showing much of a fight here tonight as they've been stopped on their 5 previous drives. Now they'll start this one back at the 13-yard line. Grafton, meanwhile, is 5 out of 5 on scoring opportunities so far. Here's the handoff coming around, trying to get some running room, and it's got some running room across the 30 and pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. And that's a first down for the Spartans.
Landed Dot to the 31-yard line and a Spartan first down.
So the 31 is where they'll mark it, 1st and 10.
I don't trust you anymore. You may do it stupid.
Dot's been pretty much controlling the offense here himself in this game so far. He'll go out of the gun now. And he'll try keeping it again himself. And he'll push it back just to about the line of scrimmage as he was stopped shy.
Landed Dot, the ball carrier. Initial contact by Sam Frank. The 1 yard will bring up second down and 9.
Then they're going to give Dot a gracious 1-yard carry on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
Because I corrected myself. It was a game 2, not 3. I was just about to say 2nd and 7.
Spartans kicked off to start this game tonight, so they will get the football to start the second half. Now the Spartans set up with trip receivers to the right, one to the left. Dot will pass on over to Prinzel. Prinzel's got some running room across the 45 and knocked out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the West Bend West Spartans.
Landed Dot. Jake Prinzel past the 45 to the 47 and a Spartan first down.
And the Spartans now have 7 first downs here in the first half.
Yeah, that was the second receiver. We have are we not jumping out?
Stops the clock with 5:40 to play till halftime. And here's Dot, going to keep it himself, and Dot's going to get stacked up back behind the line for a loss. Nothing that time for Landon Dot.
Contact by Likens.
And he takes about a 4-yard loss on that carry.
Loss of 3 yards will bring up
Still
second
got
down
one
and
and
13.
7 off of number 1 on that bubble play. Yeah.
So it brings up 2nd and 13. Five minutes remaining in the half. Dot with a man in motion, and he hits the ball as he's trying to run with it. Now trying to pick it up. That was Julio Navarro.
3rd and 25.
And just
Recovered by Jacob Todd.
going from bad to worse, unfortunately, here for that one, as Navarro knocked the ball down as he was coming in motion.
Third down and long.
And now it's a loss there, and it's 3rd and long.
Is that what it did? The Packers had that play in their last game, and it was nullified by a penalty or something. They hit the guy in motion.
Dot will go to the shotgun formation.
It's just Maddox and myself, so as long as we're both
Takes the
right.
snap and fakes it. Now keeps it himself, and he goes nowhere. He's brought down right away.
We'll be at 240.
Landed Dot, the ball carrier. Taken down by Sam Frank. Loss on the play.
And so the Spartans will punt again.
Last game they had 2 consecutive turnovers that were both overruled by
So in 5 possessions so far tonight, the Spartans will have punted 3 times, turned it over on downs once, and their first drive ended in a fumble. Punt by Dot. Bounces inside the 50, and it's going to roll to about the 45-yard line where Grafton will set up shop on their next drive.
When Dot's punt is down out of bounds inside the 50 at the 45-yard line of the Blackhawks.
After the conclusion of our game here tonight, we'll have a few weeks off, but then West Bend Community TV will pick up the winter season with West Bend East, West Bend West boys and girls basketball, and also some games from UW-Washington County, which will kind of be the Cinderella season for sports at UW-Washington County. Here is a big running play now as Georgie broke one open and gets it down to the 30. Going back to that thought, funding playing a big issue there, and so competitive sports will cease to exist as Georgie gets it again inside the 30. So this will be the last year of competitive athletic sports at UW-Washington County. And West Bend Cable will be there to pick it up for you, though. Georgie getting close to that goal now. Here's the handoff as he's breaking one through, and that should give it to him right there.
Georgie, the ball carrier.
And they're going to stop the game and probably take a timeout, and they will, and they're going to celebrate with Georgie.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Blackhawks.
Joey Georgie goes over 2,000 yards.
Throw flag! Throw flag! Throw flag!
As the officials are letting the celebration go on, Grafton did take a timeout. As Joey Georgie gets congratulations from his teammates and his coaches. So first down now for Grafton at the 17-yard line, leading 35-0. And here's a pass play coming across the other side. It is caught out there by Caleb Bubak. And Bubak goes into the end zone for a touchdown. So Caleb Bubak gets... But a penalty flag might be bringing this one back. Let's see what the penalty is. It is an illegal receiver downfield against Grafton. So that will negate the touchdown.
It's like I thought there's none. You're gonna just do like a silent thing. Oh my God.
All right, back now at the 22-yard line. And here is a handoff coming to Ken and Pfaff, and Pfaff is dropped without much of a gain.
Ken and Pfaff, the ball carrier, brought down by Quentin Hansen.
So just to put things into perspective, not only does Georgie get 2,000 yards in a season, which is unheard of in high school football, he gets over 200 yards of that here in the first half tonight. And not many running backs even get 100 yards in a game, let alone 200, and let alone in one half. So quite a player that we saw out there, Georgie, and he's a senior. And not sure if he had any D1 schools looking at him to come play football, but wow. Now he'll look forward to leading his Blackhawks into the postseason. And Grafton with the win here, even though we're not quite at half, we'll be able to play at home most likely next week. Here's a pass play going down to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Caleb Buback gets the touchdown pass catch
Pass is complete. Caleb Lubeck on the catch.
of 19 yards.
Silvio Lanza will attempt the extra point.
He's number 3 on the left.
What about Bandler's? Bandler's shift jersey bonus.
And we'll await the kick again from Silvio Lanza.
I mean, Bonk is a good bet.
Lanza's had a lot of kicking duties here in this first half. Lines are down. Here's the snap. Kick is good.
Lanza's extra point is good.
And it's now Grafton 42 and West Bend West nothing. Timeout. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, where once again the Grafton Blackhawks scored, this time a 4-play, 55-yard drive, a 19-yard touchdown cast from Caleb Buback. And Grafton is 6 for 6 on scoring. Here's the kickoff and a penalty flag coming out, as it was initially a decent return coming out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line, but now we'll wait and see what the penalty is. We're down to 1:44 to play here in the half. This one's going to go against the Spartans, holding on the return. So they'll push this one back. And the Spartans will start a little bit deeper in their territory than they would want it to.
Will start first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20 for West Bend West. Here's Dot with trips to the left on the first down play and keeps it himself across the 30, 35, fumbles the football. Grafton looks to be on top of it initially. No word yet from the officials. And it is Grafton football. Dot carried the ball and fumbled for the second time. So Grafton will go on offense now with 1:35 remaining, and they're at the 35-yard line.
From the Spartan 35-yard line.
Second time tonight that they've recovered a fumble. So here we go, first and 10 now for Grafton again. We have a new quarterback now for the Blackhawks on that play. Vincent Cameronisi is the new quarterback. So credit going out to head coach Jim Norris, as he's already starting to put his secondary players into the game here at the half. And they'll throw this one over. It is caught and complete, and trying to get some running room is Olakowski, and Olakowski's going to go in for a score. 36 yards. Olakowski for a score for Grafton. And they score yet again.
Cameron's pass is complete. Olakowski with a Blackhawk touchdown. Silvio Lanza to attempt the extra point.
Huh? Number 44.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's teeny tiny. He's
Lines are down for yet another extra point attempt for the Blackhawks. Here's the snap. Kick is good. And it's now 49-0. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium here in West Bend, where it's now 49-0 in favor of Grafton, and we still have 1:01 to play here in the half. Grafton has scored on all 7 of their possessions tonight, and we've already seen a record-breaking evening by Joey Georgi. Here's the kickoff. Picked up on a high one and bounced down and hits the turf right away. Navarro.
Love that. That's cool.
So West Bend West will have it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We also have Mason Hunt. Yeah, that pretty much.
Here's Dot, and he's going to just simply take a knee. And if you're Mitch Draxler, don't know what you're going to tell your team at the locker room break, down 49-0, and really no answer of stopping Hartford here in this first half, as the Blackhawks just run and run and run. They threw a couple touchdown passes, but they led this thing right from the get-go on their first possession of the game, and then pretty much gave a knockout punch, picking up a fumble and bringing it in on a touchdown to put it quickly at 14-0 with only a minute gone in the game. Here's Dodd taking a knee for the second time, and that's going to run the clock out, and we are mercifully reaching halftime. Your score at half here is the Grafton Blackhawks 49 and the West Bend West Spartans nothing. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. And welcome back for the second half of our high school football game of the week, our last regular season game tonight. And the Grafton Blackhawks lead the West Bend West Spartans here at halftime, 49-0. Grafton scores on all 7 of their first half possessions. Joey Georgi goes over 2,000 yards rushing on the season. He scores 3 touchdowns in the first half. He's now on the bench, as will you would expect to be most of the Grafton starters as we set for the second half. Grafton with the victory here tonight would most likely get a home playoff game in level 1 in the playoffs. Here's the second half kickoff, bobbled again by one of the West receivers, and he's brought down just across the 20-yard line. So they'll mark him down 1st and 10 at the 24.
Spartans will begin 1st down and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
And if you're watching our game and not familiar with WIAA rules, because we have a point differential here of greater than 28 points now in the second half, it will be a running clock. And here's the first play from offense. It's a handoff, and it goes nowhere as Grafton stops that one, actually maybe for a yard loss. Landon Dott tried to do most of the work for the Spartans in the first half. Spartans were managing 7 first downs in the first half. They were penalized 2 times for 15 yards. Spartans had 2 turnovers, 2 of them were the fumbles, and Grafton converted those 2 fumble recoveries into touchdowns. 2nd and 11 now at the 23. And a handoff coming straight up to Navarro. Julio Navarro, a senior, playing in his last game tonight for the Spartans. And we'll try what we can do to our best we can do here in the second half, is honor some of the Spartan seniors that are doing just that, playing their final game in a West Bend West Spartan uniform. They were honored in pregame ceremonies before we went on the air tonight.
That's all of them.
So now 3rd and 11. Here's a pass, and it is caught. First down across the 40. Still battling his way for some yardage.
Pass complete. Spencer.
And Spencer gets it for the first down.
Grant Taylor on the tackle.
43.
So 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Landon Dot to Spencer Hyatt connection out to the 43-yard line.
So speaking of some of those seniors, Mason Walschlager's number 9. He's going to plan on playing football and running track in college while he pursues a engineering degree. And here's the play, and it's going to be a run play, a nice one coming up here by Landon Dot. And Dot gets it into Grafton territory
Forced out by John Omar.
and down to about the 35-yard line. First down for the Spartans.
Dot down to the 35-yard line and a Spartan first down.
Spartans are needed to get a couple of scores on the board, however, before it would stop being a running clock. Because they're down 49-0. Now at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. One back with trips to the right. Here's the play, and Dot hands it off, and getting some good running room. Breaking a tackle, still on his feet is Navarro. And Navarro inside to the 15-yard line for another Spartan first down.
There's Navarrete on the stop.
So albeit the fact that Grafton probably at this point has the majority of their starters off the field and they're
15 down to the 14-yard line.
playing all backups right now. But these backups are going to play just as hard as the starters. But right now, some of these Grafton backups have given up some yardage here on this opening drive.
Doubles with the tight end.
Now at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Dot from the gun, and he'll keep it himself, trying to run off to the left side. And Dot brought down shy of the 10-yard line.
Landon Dot, the ball carrier. John Omar on the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah. Oh, I think yeah.
So 2nd down. 8 yards to go, ball at the 12-yard line. Dot from the gun. Split receivers, one left, one right. Option again, keeper. Dot looking for some room inside the 10 and run out of bounds inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Landon Dot, the ball carrier.
No, it's 3rd and 4.
Sets up a 3rd down and about 4 for the Spartans. Spartans 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Clock continues to roll despite the fact that Dot ran out of bounds. And Dot again keeps. They got him in town, and Dot pushes it in for a 1st and goal.
Contact by Frank. Finish off by
So a good run there by Dot for the 1st down. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 3.
5 down to the 3. And a Spartan first down.
This will be the 9th play of the drive, which started back at the 24-yard line.
Goal from the Blackhawk 3-yard line.
Spartans had one other good drive tonight of 10 plays, but that ended turning it over on downs. And here's Dot again, cuts it inside, end zone, touchdown, West Bend West.
With a 3-yard Spartan touchdown.
So the Spartans find the end zone for the first time tonight, and they avoid the shutout at this point. And now we await the extra point. 49-6 now, pending the extra point. Lines are down. Here's the snap. Kick is blocked. Dot did not get it there. It was blocked.
Extra point is blocked. Our new score, Blackhawks 49.
So it's 49-6. Grafton leads West Bend West. You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV. Welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium, where the Spartans go 76 yards in 9 plays. Landon Dot gets the final 3 yards for the score. Extra point is blocked. It's 49-6. And now we wait for Landon Dot's kickoff. Here it is. Good one by Dot. Well, good one by Dot. Back at the goal line for the reception. Climbing it out to the 15, looking for some running room. Gets nothing there. Brought down inside the 20. Good downfield penetration by the Spartans. And Grafton will start deep in their territory.
Blackhawks will start first down and 10 from their own
18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Grafton scored on all 7 of their first half possessions. Joey Georgi had 3 of the scores. Now 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Vincent Camaresi was the quarterback to end the first half. He'll be either starting the second half. Check a little bit of play there. Nate Garrock is another one of our seniors tonight for the Spartans. He is number 13. He's going to go to UW Whitewater and pursue a degree in marketing. 23 is James Waneke. He plans to further his education here in the state of Wisconsin at UW Platteville. 26 is Corey Sizer. Corey going to go on to college and pursue a degree in architectural engineering. Next play for Grafton, rolls around and doesn't go far at all.
Well, this may sound familiar. Cannon off the ball carrier
As it's a drop, and it'll bring down 4th down.
on the tackle.
That's a first.
It'll be 4th and 2.
4th down and 6.
And for the first time tonight, Grafton will punt the football. But again, a lot of these secondary players are now in the Grafton lineup. And the Spartans are going to take a timeout.
On the field, timeout Spartans.
First timeout taken by the West Bend West Spartans. 3:13 remaining in the third quarter. Grafton 49, West Bend West 6. Here's the West Bend punt now, as the Spartans will let it roll a little bit, and Grafton will down it at about the 49-yard line.
51.
So the Spartans will have it 1st and 10.
The ref said you could.
I'll take my marching orders from him. Spartans take over 1st and 10 inside Blackhawk territory at the 49.
Boo.
You said 51. What a freaking idiot.
Yeah.
Julio Navarro, we've called his numbers a lot tonight. He plans to go to Winona State this next year and obtain a bachelor's degree in business. Gun formation on 1st down, and handoff going to the aforementioned Julio Navarro. And Navarro pushes it down close to about the 40-yard line.
Seth Howard on the tackle. Gaining 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Be 2nd down and 6 as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Spartans finally got on the board on their last drive. Maybe try to put another board up on here. Here's the snap and the handoff. Big running room spot there to the 35. Push the pile forward down to about the 34-yard line. Navarro again. And a first down for the Spartans. So big back-to-back runs for Julio Navarro as he gets it to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
A nest. Flock.
Minute 13 to play here in the quarter.
Crows. Crows are like a clutch, not, I don't know, something weird.
Dot sets up in the gun, takes the snap, and again Navarro with the carry. Navarro inside the 30, down to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line.
Navarro, the ball carrier. John Orr on the tackle.
So in what you would say is cleanup and scrap-up time here, it's Navarro getting the workload on this drive for the Spartans.
9 yards and a Spartans 2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1. Spartans come to line for what should be probably the last play of this, the 3rd quarter. And it is Navarro again. Not much running room at all that time for Navarro.
Navarro, the ball carrier.
But they say
Excellent on the tackle.
they'll give him the first down. He got just enough.
Navarro inside the 25 down to the 24. And a Spartan first
And
down.
that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains for West Bend West here in the 2019 football season and in our broadcast season. After 3 quarters, it is Grafton 49, West Bend West 6. And welcome back to Carl Pick Stadium as we go to the final quarter of the football season. Here is the play, bumps on it, now ball loose on the ground. West does recover their own ball though.
Loose ball on the field.
Spartans lost 2 previous fumbles tonight, but that one they're able to have gone.
Loss of 2 yards. We're in 2nd down and 12.
It's almost like you gotta flip that.
No, but you want there?
Continue with our seniors for the Spartans. Quentin Hansen also plans going to college. He'll pursue a degree in fish and wildlife biology. And here's the next play. Navarro pops one down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. 67 is Jacob Totten. He'll play football in college while pursuing a degree to become a physician's assistant. 74 is Ben Lucas, and this one is awesome for him. He's signed an 8-year contract with the Navy, CB's division. He's going to go as a construction mechanic, and he'll be heading off to basic training right down the road at Southwest in Great Lakes, Illinois in July of 2020. Here's a big play running in for a out of bounds, and Ben, when that was announced to the crowd here tonight at pregame ceremonies,
Incomplete.
got the biggest cheer and applause from everybody. Our final senior is Edgar Salmaron. He's going to go to Winona State and study mechanical engineering. So those are the West seniors that are playing their final game. 4th and 9 now for the Spartans. Here's Doc, going to air one down the sidelines, coming back, catching a touchdown. What a play on 4th down for the touchdown.
Pass is complete. Aiden Season on the touchdown pass. Bigger part, Aiden Ramstack, senior Ramstack on the catch.
Sorry, thank you. I knew it was a 0. Oh, my eyes are also.
They hit Pat with a T.
Ramstack had to come back for that football, but he caught it, and it's in the score.
And Dot will attempt the extra point.
Now Dot will kick the extra point attempt down, and then this one is good. So the Spartans get another score here,
Once again, the touchdown catch by Aiden Ramstack.
and it's now
For
49 to 13.
13.
You're watching high school football on West Bend Community TV.
Spartans
Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, the Bear Barry Hirsch, along with our cameraman tonight, Tom Stoff. 49-13. Here's the kickoff by the Spartans. And it's bobbled in the back area by the Grafton receiver back there. That was DeAndre Webster. And Webster's going to pay for it as he's tackled back, but now we have a Spartan player down on the field. Vincent Camaresi back at the quarterback spot, takes a run, and he's stopped back behind the line.
Ball carrier. Brought down by Ethan Hyatt. Behind the line. Loss of 2 yards.
So it's a loss,
12.
and it'll be second down at about 12. And here's the snap. They'll try playing a pass play. It's incomplete, as they intended that one over that side for Dylan Newman.
Pass intended for Newman is incomplete. James Wonky covering for the Spartans.
And it's now 3rd and 12 for Grafton.
Slinger just held 5 minutes left. We got the ball.
Shotgun formation. Takes the snap and the delayed handoff. Coming across, first down yardage across the 20 and brought down at about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. First down for Grafton.
Malone, the ball carrier. Curtis Holbrook and a host of Spartan teammates combined for the stop.
And with this running clock, it's possible that the Spartans might not even touch the football anymore tonight if Grafton keeps this run going. Now short of a little bit of a run there by Blaubach.
Once again, Holbrook on the stop. Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 7, under 8 minutes remaining. Here's a pass over the side. It's incomplete.
Pass intended for DeAndre Webster.
Clock will continue to run, though. No stoppage of clock.
Down 8.
And a penalty, it looks like, no, they're just putting it back at the original line. So 3rd and 8 at the 26. And a handoff and a play coming across up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a 4th down.
Tripped up by Curtis Holbrook. That'll bring up 4th down and 4.
And the Spartans will get the ball back as Grafton will punt.
Silvio Lanza will punt.
As we go under 7 minutes remaining. Spartan 2 receivers set back at about the 38-yard line awaiting this kick. Oh, and not a very good one that time by Lanza. It might have been partially blocked. But it wasn't a very good punt, and the Spartans will get it inside the 50 at the 48-yard line.
Spartans take over inside.
1st and 10 at the 48.
48-yard line.
And here comes Landon Dodd out onto the field for what possibly could be his final offensive series of the year as we go under 6 minutes remaining. And here's the first down play. Handoff pushing its way inside the 50 down to near the 45. Navarro, who's been the running back of choice here in this second half of play, makes it 2nd and 8. Play again, comes straight across up to the 45-yard line for a gain of about 1.
Navarro ball carrier. Seth Howard and
it'll set up a third down now.
Third down and 7.
7 to go. 4:57 remaining in the game. Spartans will finish 0-9 on the season. Grafton will finish at 6-3, move to the playoffs, and should get themselves a home game in level 1. Handoff on 4th down goes up straight to Navarro, but it's going to be well shy of the first down.
On the stop.
Yep.
That'll bring up a 4th down and 4.
Mitch Draxler elects to stay out in his offense. Fourth and 4 at the 42. And they'll ride that ball. First down carry for Navarro to about the 35-yard line.
Julio Navarro, the ball carrier.
And a first down for the Spartans. Lets them keep the football for another series.
And a Spartan first down.
First and 10 now at the 35 with 3:35 remaining. Here is Dot from the gun now. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Navarro again pushes it through to about the 30-yard line.
On the stop.
So Julio Navarro playing in his final game as a West Bend West Spartan, doing a good job here. Navarro going to go on to Winona State after this year to break his college career. He picks up 4 there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the handoff again to Navarro. And puts his back into it this time and pushes it down to the 25-yard line. Well, as we wrap up coverage here at the end of the season, we want to again thank everybody for watching our tape-delayed broadcasts all season. Credit going out to Tom Stoff, our cameraman who's been out in the elements all fall with me. And then also our production crew back at the West Bend Community TV Studios in West Bend City Hall, who have been helping to produce these games that we tape for you on Friday nights. And again, we want to remind you to keep an eye on your TV screen program crawler, because West Bend Community TV will have complete coverage all winter of West Bend East and West Bend West boys and girls basketball, and also coverage of sports from UW Washington County. Down to a minute 30 remaining now in the football game and in the season. As the Spartans continue to run. Now 2nd down and about 9. Time for the Spartans to get maybe about 2 more plays in.
Slinger just threw a pick. Took like 2 minutes.
As we come up with about a minute to play.
14-10, they're losing.
From the shotgun formation. Here's Dot, hand off, and no, nothing that time. Wow. Met right at the line, didn't even have a chance to get one, is Bricker. So they'll put the ball down. We'll be under 40 seconds to play, so the Spartans will get 1 more play in yet.
3rd down and 9.
It'll be 3rd and 9. 49-13 is the score as we wind up coverage of this game and our season. Dot at the line. Takes the ball, hands one final time off. And again, it was Bricker. And that is going to be it This game is over, and so is the regular high school football season. And unfortunately for the West Bend West Spartans, they will finish winless on the season at 0-9. The Grafton Blackhawks, with the victory, will finish at 6-3 and will advance into the playoffs. That wraps up our coverage of the 2019 high school football season between West Bend East games and West Bend West games. And on behalf of my cameraman all season long, Tom Stoff, I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch. Thank you very much for watching our productions this fall, and we look forward to catching up with you in the winter months when we go indoors for basketball. Thank you very much.